What's going on, guys? It's Matt, and earlier in the week I just showed real quick that I'd purchased a Shemagh, first one that I've ever picked up. I'm kind of behind on the bandwagon. A lot of you guys already have them, but I kind of briefly said something about how the multiple uses for these things. This is just one, and I want to show you guys. It actually can be used for camouflage concealment on rifles, different weapons and stuff. The patterning on it makes it real nice because it breaks up the overall appearance of the rifle. And there's a couple of different ways that you can wrap it and do this. This is just how I've kind of tinkered around and done it. I've actually got it wrapped a couple of times around main points of the rifle. I mean, you're talking something that's real simple to do, and breaks up the outline from a distance. I mean, this one's done in the OD green, so it works well in an urban wooded environment. Other colors could be used in different ways, but this is just one way. This gun has been safety checked, so I am going to walk in front of it. But as you can see, that's a killer shot right there. You can actually see the crosshairs through there. But yeah, this kind of gives you an option as far as just quick concealment. These things only cost about $6-7. I wouldn't ever pay any more than about $10 for these things. You can order them online, get them in all different colors. I'm gonna set up the camera real quick, and I'll show you how I wrap this gun. So give me just a second. All right, first off, show you the overall size of these Shemaghs. They're really, really large. That's why you get a lot of use out of it. I mean, there's some other things, and I may do another video just kind of, I'll list out some uses and stuff for it. But in order to do wrap on the rifle, what we'll do is we want to get opposite ends. So I'll take this corner here, and we'll get down on this corner. Kind of fold it in half, kind of like a bandana. Now this one, to wrap it, you don't have to be real tight and smooth with it. We'll make a little bit like that. Kind of wrap it once over, just kind of make a long rope piece of it. And then I'll move you over here, and then I'll show you actually wrapping it up real quick. Alright, so now what we'll do is we've got our long piece here. Oh, the other way here. We got a long piece here, the kind of bottom little triangle in the middle of the bottom point of it. What we're going to do is we're kind of going to drape that over the scope. At an angle here, we're going to go across the rifle this way, diagonally. Kind of get that little piece across the front of the scope mount and the back of the scope mount. And you can adjust this out to get to your bolt handle and everything. So then we'll go to this front piece here, just wrap it around, and then when you get to the outside, you can kind of undo the wrap a little bit to kind of widen it out. I'll wrap it over a few times, just kind of get some excess to hang out there, and kind of pull it apart as need be. Just kind of make it your own. We'll kind of come back here to the back, and then what we'll do is we wrap it under, and then I kind of unfold this back piece. Find the 2 points to take it apart, and I kind of tuck it over the buck stocks. That way, when my hand comes over, I've got this opening right here to get to the trigger, and underneath here to actually get to the bolt. Cycle it, and you can kind of move this forward. You can move it up to get to your adjustment turrets, still get to it, kind of drape it over, and then that kind of just covers it up and breaks up the form of it. And as I move it around this way, you can kind of see that it just kind of drapes up, breaks up the outline of the rifle. You can kind of hang this down if you want to, and give it a nice little deal. If you're wanting to be mobile with it, then you can take paracord. Take a little bit of paracord, kind of tie it around some points, just kind of wrap it up to hold this all down and tight. That way you can move around with it. But everything is open and functional where you can actually get to it and work it. If I turn around this way, I don't know if you guys can see this here, but when my hand comes across, I've got that opening right there to get to the trigger. I can see clear through the scope. I can bring this back a little bit if I need to, just kind of cover up. You can also unfold it over to where it'll cover your head if you want to do it that way. So that's just kind of a quick way to do some concealment wraps with the Shemagh, and of course, boom, take it off, throw it over you, head out. So that's my quick little tip to uses for the Shemagh. Also too, like I was saying, if need be, if you're wanting to do concealment with yourself, really you could just drape it over the rifle, pull it back over your scope here, and that way you could pull this area over yourself and be concealed under it to where you just have the front half of the rifle sticking out and kind of blend in with whatever else you got going on if you're not wearing too camouflage material. So that's just kind of a quick little video I want to throw together. Hopefully maybe it gave you all some ideas. Ton of uses for these things. I suggest everyone kind of grab one for your pack. It's a real durable material, and I forget the actual makeup of these things, but the way it's woven makes it really strong, really durable, holds up to a lot of abuse. You can use this as, as you've seen, like head wrap. You can use it as far as exposure, heat, and cold. A hot day, you can wrap your head up. You can soak this in water and wrap your head up, and that way it'll help with heat evaporation. You can do it that way. In cold weather, of course, you wrap it around your head, kind of keeps some warmth in. You can use it as a blanket. You can use it as a towel to wipe off. You can use it to clean gun parts and stuff. If you're outside and you don't have an area to set up to clean your weapons and stuff like that, keep dust and stuff out, you can set this up as kind of like a little mat. You could use it as a shooting mat. You can lay across the ground on this. And then of course the fact that it just all kind of folds up and kind of goes where you need it to. You can use it as a tourniquet. It's one of these things that's durable enough to kind of withstand the elements. And it's got a cool little factor going on to it. So check these out. You can find them most online tactical shops, opsgear.com, Military Surplus, USCavalry.net, and all those other goodies. Hope this video helped or inspired somebody. Catch you guys later.